Hi everyone, this is my first video. I wanted to make a vegan story video after I watched Annie Tarasova's video. I hope I'm saying her name right. I wanted to talk a little bit about how and why I became vegan. I've been vegan for a year and a half now. I don't think I'd ever even met a vegan or knowingly met a vegan before myself. I was the first vegan that I knew. In 2013 I lived overseas with a family. I was their au pair, or their live-in nanny, and the father of this family was a vegetarian. Most meals we would eat vegetarian. We would eat a lot of things that I'd never even heard of before, like lentils. I'd never heard of what lentils were before, and now after living with them and eating lentils, it was just life-changing. We did occasionally eat meat. The dad would just eat something else. This was my first experience sort of not eating meat every single day, which now is like disgusting to me, but back then it was just all that I'd ever known. Coming back to Australia after living with them for 6 months, I really noticed, like, coming back into my family where my dad would cook dinner and it would be meat every single day of the week. I really noticed again a lot of digestion problems that I'd had came back. I started cooking for myself. I would cook something that was vegetarian, like what I would eat when I was living in London. And after those few months passed, I went on a backpacking trip in Southeast Asia with my best friend. And in these countries, of course, they eat a lot of tofu and not so much meat as the typical Western diet. We ate a lot of tofu and just weren't eating meat every day. And I remember saying to her, actually, one of my goals, because we were there sort of over the New Year period, and I said to her, one of my goals for the New Year is to eat less meat. It's nice to think about that I had that sort of process of thought, if that makes sense, already in there, and that was like January, so it was quite a few months before I went vegan. And the real turning point for me was we were in Chiang Mai in Thailand. One of the main sort of tourist attractions, which is a terrible way to put it, but it's just how it really is elephant riding. I had told my friend, because she had said that she would like to do it, and I told her that I did not want to do it. I was just not going to participate in that, but she could go and do it if she wanted to. So we decided on another activity and we went whitewater rafting. Where we were waiting to start the whitewater rafting was actually where they started and finished some of the elephant rides. And I still remember it to this day. I will never forget it. Just seeing those elephants, how they were treated, and it was so sad just watching them. There was this little baby elephant, and they took the mum away to go to be ridden, and the baby just freaked out because it wanted to be with its mum, and so this man was like chasing the baby elephant around with a stick, hitting it, and it was so sad. Low battery. So they chased this elephant around, and when they finally got it, they chained one of its front legs and one of its back legs to the ground so this elephant could not move. This poor little baby elephant, and it just made me so sad. I was like, how are these people watching this and then like excited to go riding on these elephants, like when they know how they're treated? We did walk up to them and sort of see them, and you could just tell they were so sad and so miserable, and it just broke my heart. And later that evening when we went back into town and we were eating dinner, and I was eating chicken, and I was like, that was when I sort of made the connection, like, why am I eating a chicken? Like, I was so sad about these elephants, and now I'm eating this chicken who was feeling pain and has a family and all those sorts of things as well. And that's when I sort of realised, like, okay, I don't want to eat meat anymore. And it wasn't overnight. It did take me a few months to get there. It took me a long time to sort of learn how to cook and learn what to eat, and I was really scared as well about telling my family because it's so ingrained in them about eating meat and they don't know any different. And I think my dad was very unsupportive because he thought it wasn't healthy, but now he's totally cool with it and he loves the food that I cook him, so that's really good. I never drank milk anyway because I always thought it was disgusting, so I was a smart kid for not drinking milk. My parents were wrong. Just sort of started cutting things out one at a time. I thought for a while, you know, I would still eat eggs, a little bit of dairy and fish. And then when I watched Earthlings, I was like, I'm not eating fish anymore. So yeah, I think that's it. It's the best decision I ever made. That was really lame. If you are thinking about going vegan, I think you should do it, and if not, I don't really know why you'd be watching this video. So yeah, thanks for watching. This is very awkward.